I did not know that they had this here. Travis. Hey guys, Randy here, and welcome aboard the Seabee Traveler channel. Alright, we are leaving Alamogordo, New Mexico. That was a fun trip. Checking out White Sands, the Space Museum here. Yeah, it was a really fun time. But today, we are heading to Roswell. There's a UFO Festival I want to check out. But I'm going to get there. It's going to be kind of late in the afternoon. So we're going to find a place to camp, do a little boondocking. And also, we're going to take a little bit longer route. There's a short version, it's like 117 miles, like 2 hours. But we're going to take this Highway 82. It's a little bit longer, about 30 minutes. But you can see here, we're going to be heading up into the hills. And it's, from what I saw while seeing what road to take, it looks like we're going to get up into some pretty high elevations. I'm probably up around 7,500 feet. Getting some nice cooler temperatures. It is getting a little bit warm down here in these these lower elevations. And it looks like we're going to have clear sky, nice puffy clouds up there, which really does add to hopefully a really beautiful drive. Now there also is another, there's a little spot I want to see, which kind of made me want to take this, is a train trestle. It kind of curves a little bit, and it's remnants of an old railroad hub, or I guess a railroad leg from the old mining days back in the late 1890s. So I thought we'd stop there real quick too. In the meantime, though, let's enjoy this view for a little bit.
Wheels are rolling on the two-lane blacktop. Dust kicking high, won't let this heart stop. Friends beside me, laughter fills the air. Chasing sunsets, we're going anywhere. Wide open roads and a sky full of stars. Living our dreams while we travel afar. The world keeps calling, we can't stay still. Wandering souls with a restless will. Stopped in a ghost town, not a soul in sight. Rusty old signs in the pale daylight. Echoes of the past in the creak of the door, telling the tales of those here before. Wide open roads and a sky full of stars. Living our dreams as we travel afar. The world keeps calling, we can't stay still. Wandering souls with a restless will. Camping out by a fire under endless skies. Fiddle tunes play as the moon starts to rise. Dreams as big as the mountains far away. Tomorrow's a promise of another day. Morning comes with the first golden rays. Packing up gear, hitting highways. Every mile we drive, there's a story to tell. Freedom's a song
All right, this has been a really beautiful drive so far. I am not disappointed. I think I made a good choice. But somewhere up here, he's not too far away, should be the pull-off. Looks like it had a pretty big parking lot, so it must be kind of a popular place to stop and take a look at this trestle. Yep, there it is. You can kind of see it down there. It's kind of a busy place too, looks like. Check this out. There's probably kind of a high turnover rate. Not a lot to see. It is beautiful and it's really neat, but yeah, there probably is pretty high turnover. But let me get parked and let's get out and take a closer look at this beauty. There's got to be a picture in there somewhere. Well, there it is. The trestle. There's an overlook right there. We'll get a better view. But there's a storyboard here. Boarding the Bailey Clare Cloudcroft excursions. Passenger trips began in 1899, delivering people from Alamogordo to the town of Cloudcroft. Wow, if you look down into that valley, you can see those sand dunes still. White sands. The last train was September 12th, 1947. Restoring a local treasure. The Mexican Canyon Trestle was restored in 2009-2010. Over 420 timbers were replaced and a large section of the trestle was rebuilt. Wow. So it was built in 1899, 60 feet high. So that's what it was like before. And now afterwards. By the 1890s, a dip in the center of the trestle formed as several vertical timbers began crushing two rotten mid-sills. In order to provide timber for the construction of his El Paso Northeastern Railroad, Charles B. Eddy built a spur into the Sacramento Mountains. The line operated as far as Cloudcroft until 1947. The trestle is all that remains. I've seen some pictures during the fall. This looks like it would be an amazing place to see. So it looks like right here there's a little trail you can go down and it takes you to the edge or the end of the trestle. Pretty steep. That's pretty steep. All right, let's go see if we can get a look down here. So you can kind of see how it would be really pretty in the fall. And you can see at the other end of that, there's like some sort of overlook, and there's people over there. I don't know how they get over there. Must be a trail that you can take from farther up the road. I don't know. Well, let's go see if we can look out there.
Yeah. Oh, this is like a couch. Yeah.
A mountain excursion. Now, let's go take a look out here. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Nice cool breeze. We're up pretty high, about 7,000 feet, I think is what it said. That's back down towards Alamogordo, the White Sands National Park. Beautiful. What a beautiful day. Let's see. Cloud Climbing Railroad. The train climbed 26 miles and 4,000 feet into the mountains. Oh, look at that. Oh, here it is in use. Look at that. Uh-oh. How neat is that? This is the tallest of the trestles built en route from Alamogordo to Cloudcroft. All right, well, let's keep on trucking. All right, well, there's a couple more spots down here. It's kind of tight. If you're in a big truck, you may have problems, or a van, you may have problems finding a parking spot in there without blocking the road behind you. I think my truck was about as long as you want to get. So anyways, that was fun. I really did enjoy my little stop there. It was beautiful. It's everything I kind of thought it would be. I saw some pictures while trying to find it. Like I said when I was there, I bet this is just beautiful in the fall. All right, we are just about to, it's kind of like a ski town of Cloudcroft. Wow, we're up around, I think it's like close to 8,700 feet. I'm not sure where the ski lift or the ski resort is, but I know that it's a touristy kind of town, probably people coming up from Alamogordo, the desert regions, to get out of the heat. We'll let these guys go. I'm in no big hurry. This town it reminds me a lot, if you've ever been to the White Mountains of Arizona, the Pinetop Lakeside, Sholo a little bit. It has that small town feel high up in the mountains. Got Family Dollar here. That looks busy. But this is a pretty town. You can see I've heard that they got some good rain the last couple of days, so there's some remnants of a storm that came through here, it looks like. They're monsoons. Well, they got a nice playground for the kids to get out and stretch their legs. You can kind of see, looks like these might be where the ski runs are. Those clearings up ahead. And I think you can kind of even see the lifts going up. They're not very big mountains though. Not like you might think. These kind of like just big hills, nice smooth. So yeah, it doesn't look too big. Probably something I could ski on. Looks like there's just one lift there too. I'd be interested to see what this looks like in the winter. About 8,500 feet, so it does get some good snow, I would imagine. Wow, that was a pretty little town. All right, well, it looks like we're heading back into the good old pine trees on a nice clear day like this. This is just, it's such an amazing drive.
Got a cooler in the back and the windows down. Old guitar, ride a shotgun as we leave this town. Cool breeze whipping through my flannel sleeve. A mountain road's calling and I ain't gonna leave. No destination, just a full tank ride. That sun hanging low and the world open wide. We're rolling high on the mountain line. Radio up and we're feeling fine. Wheels turn slow on a winding climb. Freedom in the air and we're taking our time. Sky so blue and the pines so tall. Yeah, we're singing like we got it all. On a clear, cool day in the sweet July. Yeah, we're rolling high. Boots on the dash and a smile on my face. Every mile feels like a brand new place. That creek runs wild like a country song. We're chasing daylight all day long. No rush, no clocks, just a ridge and a view. With the beat in my chest and the road running true. We're rolling high on a mountain line. Radio up and we're feeling fine. Wheels turn slow on a winding climb. Freedom in the air and we're taking our time. Sky so blue and the pines so tall. Yeah, we're singing like we got it all. On a clear, cool day in the sweet July. Yeah, we're rolling high. Maybe life's just a two-lane dream with a little dust and a full tank clean. We ain't looking back, we just ride that breeze. Let the road write the memories. We're rolling high on a mountain line. Radio up and we're feeling fine. Sunset gold as the stars align. Hearts wide open and the stars in time. Sky so blue and the pines so tall. Yeah, we're singing like we got it all. On a clear, cool day in the sweet July. Yeah, we're rolling high. Oh, rolling high. Oh, rolling high.
All right, we are in the outskirts of Roswell. Now, I have never been here, so I don't know what to expect. I do have to admit, it's bigger than I thought it was. I didn't do a ton of research on this town. So I just knew from a friend that there was going to be a UFO festival here on this weekend, so I wanted to come down here, check it out. You can see that sun's getting it's getting a little bit late, so I'm just going to do a quick drive through, but we have to make our way out to where we're going to be camping tonight. Now, I grew up knowing the story about was it 1947, 49, something like that, that a UFO crashing here, and they're finding some sort of foils, and maybe there was an alien that they took captive. But that's kind of all I really do know. And I believe this town really has, what's this? We got some, oh, look at that UFO mural there. They have really kind of endorsed that whole UFO theme. Oh, so this is, the main street is where the festival is. So it looks like they have it closed down. And it's been going on already. I think it's a 4-day festival. I'm just going to be here for one of the days that they have there's a little costume contest and a road car show. Yeah, you can see a lot of people. It's later in the afternoon, so a lot of people are probably just heading home for the day. But you can see each side of the road, they have it blocked off. And this is like one main road that they're letting people go through or drive through. Yeah, interesting. So I kind of get my bearings a little bit. So we'll be back here tomorrow morning. I'm kind of following my maps to get me out to my campground. Yeah, it's not too far. Oh, this is a kind of a neat little industrial part. So there is a lot of fields around here. I don't know what kind of grains they may grow, corn, what kind of agriculture maybe. I do believe dairy is kind of a big thing out here too, and pecans. Saw some pecan orchards. But I think where we're staying is on top of that hill way off in the distance. I do know it's just BLM camping out there. There is a state park that has camping. They have RV camping and tent sites, but with the festival going on, I'm guessing it was full. I couldn't find any tent spots. But I think tomorrow morning we're going to head over there and take a look at that first thing, since we're going to be pretty close to it, and then head into town after that. But I'm kind of looking forward to seeing that because it's got some really cool looking lakes. Alright, but first things first, where that truck's pulling out is where I'm going to be turning left to go to our site. If I turn right, that's where the state park is. But we're going to turn left and go try and find some camping out here. I thought I saw some storyboards, but no. Boy, it is flat out here. And I would say with the cattle guards, they probably have some like open range for cattle out here. Yep, there's a sign. They have grazing cattle out here. But boy, this looks like Kansas minus the wheat fields. Man, it is. Well, it's just going to be for one night. The road's pretty. I was going to say it's pretty smooth, but it does look like it can get pretty rough after the rains. Look at all the ruts. I wouldn't want to be out here. Let's I think we can camp here. I see a car up ahead a little bit. Let me check here real quick. Yeah, they're saying that this is okay to camp. See if we can come down here a little bit. If there's a little camping area close by. Yeah, look how rough this road gets from the rains. I wouldn't want to be out here in the mud, or in the when it rains, it'd be so muddy. All right, here's a yeah. I think this will do for the night. Nice little clearing here. I see little fire rings, so other people have camped here. There is some sort of wellhead or something off in the distance. We'll get out and see if that's going to be very loud at all. All right, let me get parked. We'll take a little look around. Well, looks like this is our camping ground for the night. Sun's just about to set, you can see. There are a ton of bugs out here though. Man. And they just follow me all around. But this is wide open. I think there's actually some cattle. They're open grazing back here too. All right. Well, we're gonna get set up. There's not much to see for the camp spot. So I just picked the first one down the road. You probably saw as I was driving in. We're gonna grab something to eat. We gotta set up a tent. And then, yeah. All right, well, we will see you in the morning. Hey, guy. He's like, what? What do you want? Leave me alone. All right, well, it's time to get out of here. The wind picked up a little bit, which kept the bugs down, but man, it was not a fun night. Had to jump in the camper real quick, get some sleep. But now we're gonna head straight in that direction. I'm gonna go see if we can see anything at that Bottomless Lakes State Park. Looks pretty cool on the map, so then we'll head on into the car show from there. There's Roswell. All right, let's get out of here.
All we need is a place to be and a few good friends for some company. If you'd like to stay, you don't have to leave. We'll leave the lights on and the door unlocked. If you drop on by, you don't have to knock. We're happy to share whatever we've got.
On our way out, we saw that desert tortoise running around. Little guy was pretty spry. Cuts through all these bushes pretty well too. All right, we'll take a little bit of a right turn here and then head straight and just cross the highway. I think that's Highway 82. We'll just cross that and then get over to that state park. Kind of looking forward to that. See what the tent sites look like, and then maybe drive around the RV sites. Oh, there's somebody. Somebody else stayed the night, looks like. I've took some long trips, and I was in a Volkswagen Jetta. It's not comfortable sleeping in those overnight at a truck stop. All right, here's the highway, and you can see all we got to do is cross the road, and after that it's only about a 10-minute drive.
Got my boots on the gas, a map in my hand. Seabee Traveler's ready. We're gonna see this great land through ghost town echoes and highways wide, with the world in my rear view and you by my side, rolling with the traveler, free as the breeze, chasing those sunsets through the rustling trees, from starlit skies to campfires aglow. Life's an open highway where we're bound to go.
Boy, they did get a lot of rain. This looks like it could be like a big pond. It is murky, a lot of seaweed. Yeah, boy. See, I don't know if it's dry a lot and just with big rains if it fills up. But it kind of looks like that might be the case. Boy, I was a little worried. This is what I expected after seeing some pictures, and as flat as it was, I didn't know if I was on the right road. All right, so it shouldn't be too far up here. There's it's like the main entrance, or it's a like a ranger station or something like that. It is a paid site, so, and it's a little bit early, so I don't know if anybody will be here. Bottomless Lakes State Park Visitor Center. I don't see anybody here, but I see a pay station. So let me get parked real quick. Since I'm gonna be driving around a little bit and get out and look at these lakes, I'm gonna go ahead and buy a permit. Not too bad. Paid $5. Boy, those cicadas are loud too. After seeing that big pond lake thing before we got here, and that's probably where all those bugs were from, where the bugs were from when where I stayed the night. Man, it was horrible. Those mosquitoes and gnats were terrible. But anyways, the first lake, and these are where the tent sites are. So the first one's going to be, I believe it's right up here where these cliffs are. And it looks like there's some sort of pullout in there that we can, yeah, we can get in there and get out, walk around a little bit and take a look at these lakes. If it's the one I think it is, it looks kind of like a circle, or a figure 8, where there's kind of two round lakes close to each other. Alright, yep, let me get parked. This is going to be kind of a neat little walk around, I think. Wow, that is pretty neat. See if we can get another view up here. There's a trail that'll take us up top. Wow, look at this. And this is really nice. Wow. It's bigger than I thought it was going to be. I think this is what they call the figure 8 lakes, which makes sense. It's kind of neat how it's separated by that rock down there. All right, well, that was a neat stop. Let's go check out another one or two of these. And here's the, if you want to get down there and fish, here's the little trail to get down there. That's neat. I like this. All right, let's go. All right, the other lake that was interesting to me is it's not too far away, and I do think that's where the tent sites start. Yeah, there's some, you can see people camping here. It looks like this is where our parking spot's going to be to get to that lake. Wow, they're parked pretty pretty close to the road here. I was a little bit surprised that all the tent spots were taken. But anyways, all right, let's see what this lake looks like. No swimming, no diving. All right, we found this one. This one looks really cool. These kind of remind me of the Montezuma's well. Like they built a little wall structure here. Well, I bet people were trying to run from here and jump. What do you want to bet? Use that as a launch. Now they can't do that. Wow, this is cool. Look at this. You can go all the way. You can go all the way up. Try and get a better view without the glare on the water. There's a hole right there. That's a little bit better. Yeah, this looks more like a bottomless lake. So the other thing, there's a bird flying around in there. Oh, it's a dragonfly. The other thing is these are the tent sites, so you can kind of see the tent sites are scattered along these lakes. There's another one there. And there's some down below us. And we're not very far from the visitor center. We'll drive up to the other tent sites, see what they look like. We'll go a little bit higher here. There you go, look at this. You can climb up and go all the way up to the very top if you want. Look at this, these are going down into the water, so that water is straight below us. See where it's caved in over there over time. It's pretty. All right. I see a lot of this. I thought it was glass, but it's like this crystal rock. It's like a shale of some sort up here. When I first saw it, I thought it was a bunch of broken glass. All right, let's go check out a little bit more. One last look before we head out. You can kind of see up there's where we were standing, the water is straight down. And this shows you the sediments. You can see it kind of dip down a little bit there and back up. All right, this is cool. All right, let's get out of here. It's kind of neat how these lakes were formed. There's a lot of limestone in this area, and the lakes were formed when caverns underneath collapsed. And the water table here is high enough that it just kind of filters through the rock and fills the lakes up. So I thought maybe it was some sort of spring or something, but no, it's just the water table's pretty high here. All right, let's we're gonna go down a little bit farther, see some more of the tent sites. They don't have a huge amount of them, and I'll go straight. There's another lake up here. You can see that, yeah, there's somebody camping on the right. And their restrooms seem to be these porta potties. Yeah, these aren't by a lake. The other lake's just up here at the end. But I was just thinking how bad the bugs might be here, this close to bodies of water. They still have the same kind of brush that I was in last night, but there was no standing water that I could see. So if I remember right, it'll come up here and just kind of dead end, and we'll loop around. Yeah. Some more porta potties for the restrooms. Yeah, oh, this is a little bit different. It has more shoreline. There's a little picnic area, a lot of reeds. Somebody down there fishing too. All right, let's we're gonna loop back around, and I'm gonna go see if I can find the RV camping. It's near another lake. I think it's called Leah Lake. All right, we'll make a quick turn here so we can head in that direction. Now, Leah Lake it's still on the state park property, so that same permit works for you. You can kind of see the tent camping to our left. And there's some parking here. It looks like this might be some sort of trailhead. That's what it kind of looks like. Let's see here. Leah Lake Recreation Area. Well, straight ahead of us, that looks like a pretty big camping area. And then they have, oh, look at that cool tower. And there's nobody in the booth. Absolutely no fireworks. Day use area to the left. So let's go take a quick look at the RV camping area. This is a pretty big lake. Looks a lot cleaner. So here's the camp post. I see so looks like they have some sites that have some electric hookups and water, probably 30 and 50 amp. And I thought I saw somewhere that they have, some of these even include sewer. Let's see if I can find, I was trying to spot, oh, they may, see that one may have sewer because it looked like I saw a sewer hose. So there's some more up here. I think maybe we'll just, oh, looks like a tent site here. So they do have some tent sites here as well. I just kind of wanted to loop back around and see some of the lake and maybe drive over by that tower to see what that area looked like. Sorry, I'm just trying to see. That lake looks a lot cleaner. It's not that pea green the other lakes were. Looks like this might be some day use area along the shoreline. Well, I don't know how many sites there are. Maybe 30, if I had to guess. I don't know for sure. Well, that's kind of the loop for the RV stuff. Let's see if we can't make our way to the other day use. Maybe I saw a little dock that they had some boat rentals, so there might be some sort of store. Oh, here's your dump station. Take a quick drive through here. So, all right, let's go take a little bit of a right here. Lots of parking. Wow. This oh, it's pretty early now, so I wonder how full this gets with all this parking. They must get quite a few people here. Lots of handicap parking. Oh, and then yeah, there's a lot of gazebos for groups of people back there. It looks like too. Birthday parties and stuff like that. All right, well, it's getting kind of close to the time where I need to head back into town. Got to meet up with somebody in there. Get to that UFO festival. It's still early enough, I think, that it's not going to be fully open yet. But I wanted to be able to get some parking. I was just afraid after seeing the crowd that were leaving last night that parking might be a little bit of a problem. So I'm just going to try and get down there and find a good parking spot. And I'm kind of excited to see what the UFO Festival has to show us and offer us.
Left my hometown at the break of dawn with a map full of dreams and the headlights on. Heard there's a diner where the coffee's strong and a ghost town that ain't been gone too long. Found a waterfall I never knew was near. Saw a two-headed calf in a county fair. Talked to a farmer about his old John Deere. He said life's too short to stay parked here. New roads, old boots, kicking up dust and chasing truth. Every mile's got a story to tell. Some desert trails, some pine wood smells. I'm driving through dreams in this beat-up truck, snapping photos and making love. A little lost, but that's the key to finding all this world can be. Finding all this world can be. Met a girl who paints by the canyon rim. She said every place has a soul within. Shared a laugh in a roadside bar with a band playing Merle on a steel guitar. New roads, old boots, kicking up dust and chasing truth. Every mile's got a story to tell. From desert trails to pine wood smells. I'm driving through dreams in this beat-up truck, snapping photos and making love. A little lost, but that's the key to finding all this world can be. Sometimes the best days ain't on no plan, just a right-hand turn off the highway span. When you follow the signs that nobody sees, that's where the magic tends to be. New roads, old boots, kicking up dust and chasing truth. Every mile's got a story to tell, and I've still got a few more tales to yell. I'm writing my life one stop at a time, with a wide open heart and an open mind. A little lost, but that's the key. That's the key to finding all this world can be. I may roam, but I'm always me. With new roads and no boots under my feet.
Well, made it back into town. Oh, cool. Check out that half track. It's at like an Army surplus store there. Discount USA Army. Alright, let's see. I gotta kind of have an idea where I'm going. I wanted to park over close to the visitor center. I was told that's where the stage is for the contest, and after the contest is over is when I'm gonna get out of here and start heading back home. Got a long drive ahead of us. It's about, what, I think 8 hours from the Phoenix area, and I'm gonna drive straight home. There's another neat mural over there. Let's see, detour to the right. Yeah, I think the main drag is just a block to the south. And let's see. I think that domed building, bingo. Anybody want to go get some bingo in? I think I will I think I'll just try and sneak in here real quick. There seemed to be some parking, and we're pretty close. I think we're pretty close to that visitor center, so looks like a good spot. Well, they're getting some ice ready. Cool. All right, I'm gonna get parked here. First I'm gonna get turned around and backed in, but let me get parked, and then we will take a nice long walk around the UFO Festival. Let's cut through here. I do want to see that. Is that City Hall or something? A big domed building. I want to check that out first. Roswell UFO Festival, 4th of July week, 2025. Oh, they've got a lot going on. They've got, see, lots of tents set up, lots of vending, some food, funnel cakes, slushy station. But I believe this is the road they have shut down. It's Main Street. So you know what? We'll get up here, go to the right. Oh, I see some they've got some, look at this. Look at this car. There you go. And these guys are decked out too. Star Wars. Alright, we'll walk through here. I'm gonna get in front of this courthouse. But there are just so many generators. I can hardly hear myself think. I want to walk up to this courthouse probably. Looks really nice. Oh, there's a memorial here too. Check out this memorial. They have their 10 commandments. World War I, Vietnam War, Korean War, War on Terror, World War I, and World War II. Chavez County Veterans War Memorial. Memorial wall dedicated to all citizens of Chavez County who served and died defending our freedom. That's kind of a... That's cool right there. I like that building. Boy. The Psychic Moon, get a palm reading, tarot card meeting. There. Oh, you want to get this wheel? That looks fun. Oh wow, look at this. It's an anti-aircraft gun.
Oh my gosh, that's a big old ape.
So there's a stage. That's where they're going to have that contest at noon. So we'll just walk down one side, come up the other. As it goes. Way down there. Best tacos in town. I think the car show starts at around 10 o'clock. And that's a little farther down the road. I see this. Let's we'll take a quick walk in here. This is going to be fun. We got all paid up. Get some rides if you want. 80-pound weight limit. Maybe I'm a little bit over that. They've got some toys. All right, let's go in here.
Kind of tight.
Museum enter. Oh, Lost in Space. Boy, these are some old toys. That one's still in its box. Beacon beanie. Some of these are a little bit before my time, I think. You can tell they're some of these are made out of tin, stamped tin. A jet helmet, Steve Canyon. Where some of these bring back memories. How would you look on Venus? Okay. And on Jupiter, I look like that. I'm all legs. My body. It's a little tornado, water tornado, Astro Base. The atomic gun, that's out of stamped tin. That's in really good shape. Look at Lost in Space game. Captain Video Space Flight, Space Cadet. There's the Enterprise. Well, okay, I guess we'll have to sit in the chair. It's a small little museum, but it's really cool. And let's see, here's the exit. Oh, we're getting busy. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm thinking about it.
Yep.
It's so cute.
Absolutely. All right. I'll tell you what, that is a nice little stop, especially if it's getting warm out like it is. It's nice and air conditioned in there. Welcome to Roswell. Look at that. If the alien is open, we're open. Well, you can see the vendors. They're all lined up on that one side. I guess in the afternoon, that's probably better. After the sun sets behind those buildings, they'll be in the shade. I guess it'd be the hottest part of the day. But yeah, it's still just, you know what I like about this is everybody, or not everybody, there's a lot of people that are dressed up for the occasion. I see a lot of people that are just, they have their costumes on, enjoying enjoying the festive feeling of this. But it's still pretty early right now, so not everybody is all 100% set up. So this is the road that we passed through yesterday. It's the only road, main road, that lets you cut through the festival. I see, looks like cars down there. This is drivable. The flying space car. It's all decked out in there. Excuse me. It's licensed. Street legal. There's a UFO museum. There we go, I see Sonny's car, his rat rod. From what I hear, he's got it changed up a little bit for this festival. Ah, look at that, got bubbles coming out of the flames of his exhaust pipes. There he is over there. Oh, hey, he's even got somebody's got a new shirt. This is always such a neat. He's all aliened up for this one. He's got the tinfoil. He's got his tinfoil hat on over here. We'll go say hi. Oh, cool, look at that. He's got his UFO, his aliens, take me to Roswell. And then there's the RV or TV. This is such a cool car. Check this out. There we go. Hi. You enjoying the heat today?
Enjoying the heat. Yes.
Yeah.
Worth it.
All right. Let's go take a look at some of these other cars. It's not a very big show at all. I mean, look at. I may have been able to enter my truck in here. Some of these are really nice, but I'm not sure. It's not really a car show. It's kind of. Yeah, there's some pretty neat ones down at the other end.
All we need is a place to be and a few good friends for some company. If you'd like to stay, you don't have to leave. We'll leave the lights on and the door unlocked. If you drop on by, you don't have to knock. We're happy to share whatever we've got.
Yeah, see, there's some nice cars down here. This is, when I go to a car show, these are the cars that I tend to migrate to. I like that one too. Wow, look at that. That is nice. But yeah, these are the ones I do tend to migrate to. Wow, look at this one. I wonder how many of these go over to like Seligman, the Route 66 fun run. Oh, this one's shiny inside. Look at that. This is a nice car. It's got like little mirrors up on the top too. That thing's nice. You know, this one deserves to be in a car show. Look at that. Wow, that is a ton of work. Nice job. Oh, what are these? We got some, looks like an old school racer. Probably built by somebody local, like in local races, something like that. And then this is another one without the body on it. Kind of show you what it looks like on the inside. Underneath the body. Then you've just kind of got some of these regular cars that they're nice, but that's just not what I'm drawn to when I go to car shows. Am I right when I think that it's considered a car when they have the two wheels in the front and one in the back? I think that's what considers it a car, and if there's one wheel in the front and two in the back, it's a motorcycle. I think I'm right with that. All right, let's head back down towards the other museum. Sonny's car is always an attraction. All the car shows I've been to, he always gets a lot of attention. It's a cool car. And I do appreciate him getting that t-shirt on there. that was unexpected, so thank you, Sonny. All right, I think, well, there's another museum I want to check out, and maybe two if we have time. And then at noon, there's a contest that we have to, we're going to check out before we head out. UFO Museum. Let's go check this one out. They have a one-of-a-kind McDonald's that is shaped like like a flying saucer. Let's go see what we have inside here. I think we'll check out the research library first. This is a busy place, especially on a hot day like this. Oh, wow. Sure. Lots of little memorabilia in there. Pictures of the SR-71. But yeah, if you're doing some sort of essay on UFOs or an article, this is where you're going to want to come. Lots of stuff in here about that. What is that? I like models. It looks like it's made out of leather straps. There's a whole bunch of them. Something about them, I don't know, I've always just liked doing models. All right, let's go check out the museum. Wait, let's check out this Hall of Fame first. Saucer Desert Scene. Destroy All Humans. Sega. Neki.
It's like the Korean version. That's really rare.
That's really rare?
Yeah.
PlayStation 2, that's a Korean version.
I think.
Wow. A lot of people signing the wall. It's a weather balloon. Army knocks down disc. All right, let's go check out the museum. 1947 Roswell UFO incident. He's just sitting on the side of the road waiting for a ride. That's funny. Lots of little displays.
So that's the base community.
Oh, this is kind of a timeline of the incident. Is that what I have? It's really busy. I don't want to cut in front of people. It looks like some sort of timeline of the incident. Wow, I got lots of old equipment. This is an old tape player. Cool old radio. What do we got over here? Oh, I think this is an extension from the other side. July 9th and 10th. Weather balloon debris. Yeah, I think that's the general consensus. It was just a big weather balloon. I think the problem was the government just didn't come out. They couldn't confirm or deny anything. And that's what kind of got the conspiracy theory going. Boy, they have a pretty big display here just for that part of it. That's a big deal here, though. That's what kind of got Roswell famous. Little theater in there. What do we have here? The Mogul, Project Mogul. Oh, so this was a balloon that they put up into the upper atmosphere. And the theory was that they had microphones on it, and it was supposed to detect when the then Soviet Union did an atomic bomb test, that they would be able to pick that up. And evidently that failed, and they wheeled that out, saying that that was what actually crashed in Roswell. Nobody really believed that. What we got here? We got some stuff from the, looks like excavation of the site. There's some foil material, buttons. See, more people in the staying in the mood for the the festival. The day the earth stood still. That's a pretty good place for a selfie. Stay off stage. Yeah, they don't want you up there getting a picture. Oh. Got another future YouTuber there. Wow, look at this. The alien that they got from the crash site in a little lab doing some testing. What's in here? It's hard to see. There's one floating in there too. Oh, that's kind of creepy, actually. If they really wanted a prank, they should have that thing jump at you for a second. That would get them. That would get me. Let's see, we've got, it looks like another autopsy. I kind of remember when those, the guys came out with that fake alien autopsy video. I remember when that came out. It looks like he didn't do so well in the crash. Some sort of FBI guy looking at the debris. That's a neat little setup. Wow, look at that decoration. That is a really cool carving. That's a lot of detail on that. It's like some sort of Aztec. Let me see here. The Palenque astronaut translated. Original inscription dated 400 to 600 AD. So they kind of figured out what all those symbols meant. This is like an Egyptian relief. Looks like they're carrying an alien. It is kind of weird though. I mean, sometimes you see just some of the ancient civilizations that reference something that looks like aliens anyways. I couldn't read that. I couldn't pronounce that name. Janab. See, you got like petroglyphs like this. I find that kind of weird. Can't explain that.
Yeah, it's here. I'll put it in here.
Types of reported alien beings, types of reported UFOs. Let's see. Oh, here, this kind of describes each of the encounters. Daylight disc, radar visual, close encounter of the first kind, second kind, third kind, and fourth kind. See, you've got some examples of, what are these, second kind? Close encounters of the second kind. There has been a lot of military pilots that say they've seen something they can't explain. And there's a third kind. And then we have the fourth kind. The supervisor. Little story behind this lady that was abducted. Betty and Barney Hill UFO incident. Interesting. Wow, look at that guy. That's kind of scary looking. Well, he couldn't support much weight. And that was the Reed family incident. That's what they say they look like. Let's see, the Travis Walton UFO. Wow, hey. Wait a minute here. All right, I did not know that they had this here. The Travis Walton UFO incident. Some of my earlier subscribers may know that I actually have ties to this. I had 3 uncles that were here. My Uncle John is my mom's brother. My Uncle Mike was married to my mom's sister. Alan Dallas was married to my mom's sister. So I've heard a lot about this. And there's Travis. My Uncle Mike was an artist and he did a lot of the paintings on these. And I remember as a kid listening to the radio. And to this day, my Uncle John would fight you if he said it didn't happen. They all passed lie detector tests. So here's a paper. And this was all based on, the movie Fire in the Sky was based off of this incident. Believe me, I've tried getting my Uncle John drunk to see if he would tell me anything different, but he wouldn't. He always stuck to his story. Unfortunately, he passed away. He's one of my favorite uncles. They're all wearing aluminum. This design was for the TV show Making Monsters on the Travel Channel. Wow. Well, that's interesting. I didn't know they had that here. And this is a solar array. Been there before.
One more. You have to try one more.
They have a simulator. You can fly around in there. The simulator's got some bass to it. Oh, got a little radio show going, or a podcast or something going on here. DailyMojo.com. So you can get some accessories, kitchens, drinks. I'm glad that a lot of people are dressing up. Keep it fun. I could probably go in and sit down and talk to them about my uncles. They'd probably enjoy that. All right, what do we have here? Some games. Ah, look at this. Oh, alien made out of tires. All right, well, I think that's going to be it. Let's get out of here.
Same place?
Well, that was neat. Really enjoyed that. I bet these places are making, these museums anyways, even the stores, probably making a killing. It's hot out. So just a break getting into the air conditioning was nice. Oh, here's that car that we saw driving down the road again. Oh, there's even a kind of a Ghostbusters car. Some guys dressed up like Ghostbusters. Look at that. They did a lot of work. That's kind of cool. That's neat. High voltage. Restricted area. Alright, we need to kind of start making our way down to the stage. Oh, what's this? That could be that might be a thumbnail. Alright, but yeah, we need to start working our way down to that stage, because the costume contest is going to start pretty soon. Weave my way through people. You can see it's about 11:30 in the afternoon, so it's starting to pick up.
All we need is a place to be and a few good friends for some company. If you'd like to stay, you don't have to leave. We'll leave the lights on and the door unlocked. If you drop on by, you don't have to knock. We're happy to share whatever we've got.
Alright, thought we would take a stroll through this area in front of the courthouse again, so you can really see it's, get some ice in that bucket. But you can kind of see how much busier it is. Alright, well, it looks like some of the contestants are starting to gather. in the shade of the awning of that building. So let's go take a stroll over there, see if we can find Sonny. His friend Alicia is going to be entered into the contest. I think I see him over there. This is kind of neat, get a little perspective of everybody that's going to enter in the contest. Look at that. Are these all the contestants? Yeah.
Showed up in town with a glow stick crown, silver face paint and boots from downtown, wings on my back and stars on my face, trying to win first place in this outer space race. I'm feeling out of this world tonight. Green tinted shades and a cape so bright. Crowds all laughing, the lights all wild, snapping photos like I'm X-Files style. I don't know much about ET signs, but this 10-4 suit fits just fine. Yeah, I'm spinning round in neon light, feeling out of this world tonight. Met a moon girl wearing rings on her head. She said you look like you're from Marriott 10. We danced past a Martian in platform shoes and a dog dressed up like the mothership crew. I'm feeling out of this world tonight. Glow in the dark in every stride. They crowned the champ in a rocket chair, but I got cheers floating through the air. I may not beam up into the sky, but I'll be back next July, feeling out of this world tonight. Yeah, we're all just having fun in flight, feeling out.
What was your name, my dear?
Feeling out.
Let's give all of our contestants a great round of applause right now. They've all worked very hard. Thank you for everybody for coming out during the sun and the heat. We're going to get this going here momentarily.
So are you guys ready for the first contestant? All right, we actually have 3 categories. The first category is child, that's 17 years and younger. And then we have adult, which is 17 years and older. And then we have a group contest as well. But I believe we only have 1 in the group and only 1 in the child contest. So our very first contestant is number 14. This is Luke Rebeldo. He is playing the character of Mork from the planet Ork. This is a character from the 1978 sitcom called Mork and Mindy. I'm sure you're familiar with it. And the catchphrase is Nanu Nanu. 1. And this participant's name is Alicia Davis. And her character name is Alicia's Delight. She's a R-rated rat rog alien. Hey, give us some encouragement. All right, did you want to say anything?
Come by and say hi at our main ship down the street.
All right, very good. Give her another round of applause. Say again.
RV or TV.
All right, there we go. The character name is...
Well, I think it might be about time. I'm going to cut out. The contest isn't over yet. But I've got such a long drive, I think I'm going to just mosey on over to the courthouse real quick, and then we'll get out of here.
Who travels to the galaxy?
All right, that's going to do it from Roswell, New Mexico. This is such a fun festival. Glad I came. So, but anyways, I'm going to sign off, and just remember, never say goodbye. Always see you later.